my bones, so best believe it's on. Sweat and tears I've invested in this game, so I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing, I'm on.
What's going on? Good morning, everybody. I have actually been not live for a little while. I've been traveling here and there for work, so I've been kind of busy, kind of taking care of some business here and there. So life has been kind of busy, but it's been good. It's been really good. So happy to be back. Happy to be streaming live. Happy to be back on the morning show again. Hopefully we can get back on a regular schedule for a little while. So I hope you guys missed me. But yeah, we I was traveling for work and ended up getting stuck in the airport for almost a full day as well. So all that kind of went together with me not streaming. But I hope you guys did check out my shorts. Try to put out a couple videos. Try to do all that while I was traveling and on the road. So hope you guys got a chance to check some of them out. They were interesting to say the least. But we can get into some of the stuff today. I am going to stream probably till about 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be out of here and be on my way to work and getting some business taken care of at my real job. So get some of that stuff done. So with that, go ahead, get into it a little bit. Pre-markets not looking great. Jobs report comes out today, and just remember, a positive job report is not good for interest rate hikes. Interest rate hikes will go up with a positive job report. I'm expecting a positive jobs report today, guys. I'm expecting a decent jobs report based on the pre-data that we have. So could be why you see in the market kind of in red a little bit today, except for the Dow. But the S&P is really kind of how we gauge crypto and how we gauge where we're at. That's in the red. So I am expecting a positive job report, which ironically means negative for the market because it gives the Feds more runway to raise interest rates. So that's kind of what I'm expecting this morning. Moving on to the fear and greed index for crypto, sitting at 26 right now. So we're still in fear. Nothing's changed since I wasn't streaming. We've been in fear before I left, and we're still in fear. We're still hovering around this 26 to 30 mark. So the fear and greed index for crypto is lining up with the pre-markets here, with the S&P 500 being in red. So pre-markets aren't looking great for crypto, but the jobs report comes out today. And like I said, the jobs report usually means, if we're going to get a positive jobs report today, which I expect we are, it's going to be negative for the market because it gives the Feds more runway to continue to raise rates. Hey, XXI Gaming, how are you, man? It was good to see you last night. Yeah, I'm back, man, and I was just telling everybody, I was just like, my work kept me busy. I was traveling, so I didn't get a chance to do my morning show, stuff like that. So I'm happy to be back, be with you guys for about a half hour today, 45 minutes before I got to get myself ready and get ready for a couple meetings I got, But yeah, I think the stock market's about to fall, just because we're going to get a positive jobs report, and that positive jobs report just means that the Feds have more runway to raise interest rates. They have more runway to just kind of continue to suppress this economy. And unfortunately, people have to lose jobs. The Fed wants people to lose jobs, unfortunately, for them to slow to stop their interest rates cuts. It's kind of backwards, but it's kind of where we're at as an economy right now. But so in a couple minutes, probably around 8:30, the jobs report will be coming out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out kind of what that looks like. But I think the market's going to react negatively to a positive jobs report. But the crypto market cap sitting about 812 billion. It's been hovering around this 800 mark for a long time. We've been trading straight sideways in this market with this market cap. This market cap doesn't seem to move. It goes between this 800 billion to 825 billion, and we just go straight sideways from there. We do have to break this trillion mark at some point for us to see any really positive gains from the market. We're just kind of hovering sideways. Go ahead and take a look at the crypto bubbles overnight. It's bleeding out in red, which is expected with the jobs report coming out and the pre-markets looking. S&P just went green, guys. So just as we talk, the pre-markets are changing. So the S&P goes green, which means it's just slightly green, but green is green. We'll take green. So, well, just flip back red. So it's hovering. Expect this to be red when the jobs report goes out, guys. There's no way around that. But overnight, the crypto market started to bleed out. Before I went, we talked a little bit about Hex and how it was way down, almost to a penny. I haven't checked Hex in a while. I'm not invested in Hex, but we'll look at the price action today. It looks like it's up about 16.8%. So there's some movement there. Bitcoin sitting at right now 16,726. We've been hovering 16.5 to 16.8 for a long time, been trading sideways. It's going to be real interesting to see how much downward pressure is on Bitcoin when the jobs report comes out, and at the end of the month when the rate increases come out as well, which I think were expected January 31st, February 1st, somewhere up in there. Ethereum right now sitting at 1,243, which Ethereum's actually hanging in there. Not too bad at all, really, given the market cap that we're at. We've been at this market cap before, like last week, and Ethereum was at 1,100. So Ethereum's actually hanging in there. So let's go ahead and look at BNB. 255 down from yesterday at $255. But not bad given the market cap. XRP's taking a dip backwards at 33 cents. I'm looking to start a position in Hex. I was thinking about it just because I figured it might go up. I'm not going to, if I do start a position in Hex, I'm not going to stake it. I know when you get to Hex, a lot of it's built around staking. If I build a position in Hex, I'll be looking to flip that and not stake that for the long haul. But I said on here, if it got underneath a penny, I would be buying it, but I kind of quit tracking it. So we're going to get to that and see where that price action is. XRP is 33 cents. This is my buying level at 33 cents. So I am going to hold off and wait until after the jobs report comes out, see what XRP does, see where it goes. Yeah, me too. I'm not staking either. No, man, I ain't staking out. If I buy it, it's gonna be the flip. It's gonna be the flip X, man. It's gonna be to make some money and get in and get out of there. Um, but I just I can't. I know they have staking pools that go on for a long time, and I'm just not gonna do that. Um, so Cardano continues to hang around a quarter. It's at 26 cents right now. Um, I guess if you believe in the Cardano blockchain, this is probably about as cheap as you're going to get it. Right around this quarter level. For now, until the market, we see where the market goes, down or up. I don't invest in Cardano. It moves a little bit too slow for me, but I know a lot of people do. So I hope if you are investing in Cardano that you took the opportunity to dollar cost your average way down. Polygon, I am an investor in Polygon. I have a lot of Polygon. It's come down overnight. Yesterday was at around 80 cents. It's sitting about 77 cents. If this thing pulls back to the 75-cent level, I'm a buyer there. So we'll see what happens with Polygon today when the job market comes out. Solana made a little bit of a rebound over the past couple of days, but it started to pull back on the overnight. It dropped under the $13 level on the overnight. They released a token called Bonk, which was basically driving Solana up because that token was doing well. But that is a meme token with really no use case. So we'll see kind of where Solana goes as that token starts to fall a little bit. Yeah, I'm adding to my goals in ADA long term. Yeah, so XXI Gaming, you're in ADA. It's just one of them ones where I don't have anything bad to say about Cardano. It's just I can't invest in all these blockchains, so I have to pick and choose which ones I go into. So Cardano just kind of was one of the ones that kind of got left out for me because I was invested in so many of the other ones that I couldn't just let my money sit there like that. I want to get into a Polygon, but waiting for a better price. Matic. I got in Matic early. I don't want to say early, but I got into Matic XXI Gaming probably right around 50 cents. Will it pull all the way back there? I'm not quite sure. Matic's got a lot going on for it. It's got a lot of great partnerships. They're partners with excuse me. They're partnered with Disney. They're partnered with Starbucks. They're partnered with Instagram for instant NFT minting. They're partnered with Nike. And they did the JP Morgan run for cross-border payments. So I'm not quite sure it'll get back down at 50 cents, but I do buy at 75 cents because I have another position that I started at like that 75-cent level. So I buy there to strengthen that position. And that seemed to be a good position for me because it's been running between 75 cents and 80 cents for a while. So it seems to be a good position to accumulate. That's what I'm looking for. That one hard dip that I will jump in. Yeah. If it gets down below 75 cents, it could dip. Matic could dip pretty good. So watch that 75-cent level And if it breaks below that, keep a really close eye on it, because you could definitely see a 60 cent Matic after that. So um yeah, watch that level. Right, that 75 cent level is a key level for Matic. um Shiba Inu went on is got some news going on around it as far as Shibarium coming out. Bone's been running pretty hard, sitting at like $1.05 right now, somewhere up in there, just outside of the top 100. um Based on the Shibarium news, looks like Shibarium's getting closer and closer to being launched. I do hold a lot of Bone. I uh I believe that the Shibarium will drive the Bone price up pretty high. But again, I got in the Bone early. We were buying Bone around 30 cents, and I bought all the way up to, around 60 to 70 cents. Got a couple positions in Bone. So, um, but Bone's going to run. And keep in mind that when Shibarium does drop, there's going to be a burn in there for Shib. And that over time could help Shib. Shib's price been down a little bit. Did run a little when they dropped the news of Shibarium, but Shib right now is it just kind of has no utility. But when Bone comes out, Bone's gonna have all the utility. I got a small, very small bag of Bone. Got in. I swung trade Bone for a little while. XXI gaming. So I had a position where I was a little bit. I bought a little bit higher than what I wanted. Around 70 to 80 cents in that particular position. I swung trade that one for a little when it last time it ran, and then started to it came back down again. Started to add to my bag of Bone, that bag of Bone. Um, so I think I'm done swing trading Bone. No, I think right now until Shibarium drops and I can figure out what Bone's price action is really going to be when Shibarium drops. I think I'm just holding. I'm holding on with Bone right now, just because I think the price action on Bone when Shibarium does drop is going to be nuts for a little while. So I'm gonna sit back and hopefully enjoy that ride. But Shiba right now, I guess some people want to own the whole ecosystem. I do own some Shiba just from way back in the day, and I never completely sold out of Shiba. So I do hold some. I'll continue to hold it. One, just because I think it's like one of the staples in the bag here. It kind of, my wallet don't look right without Shiba in it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when Shibarium drops and the game really takes off, and then you have the metaverse going, and all of that is supposed to create burns for Shiba. So kind of see how that rolls out over time. But if there's not positive price action on Shiba, moving forward after all that stuff's dropped, I will. I'll probably go ahead and liquidate that position. Big Watch, good morning. Maddie. Maddie, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. But yeah, Maddie, I still have Shib too. I have it from the previous run. I never sold completely out of the position. So we'll see. Hopefully the burns when Shibarium drops and the metaverse actually gets moving, and some of the burns that they have implemented inside of the game will help Shiba's price. That's really all they have going on right now is burns with Shiba. Um, Big watch. Big watch. You still suffering with that Terra? You still owning that Terra Big watch? You and Maddie? I'm at 74 million SHIB tokens. So you're at 74. So you're XXI gaming, you're still in SHIB too. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, my wallet just doesn't look right without SHIB in it. I don't know what it is. I think it's more of a psychological thing. I think it's I just like to open my wallet and see my SHIB. I don't know. Like I've rolled this thing up, I've rolled this thing down. I made some money off of SHIB, but I still have it sitting in my bag just because I think it's a staple. Maddie, you gotta quit letting people dump on you. It's good, big watch. Yeah, I might as well ride that crap all the way to the ground. Big watch, man. Next pump, man. You look and make some good decisions, man. Seems like they're dumping on you guys every month right around the same time. I can't get out 36, 364K, Shiba, and yeah. I mean, it's Maddie as far as SHIB, like I said, like I'm just down a little bit on it, from where I bought it, and where I kind of swung traded a little bit. So not bad. It's really not bad. But I'm gonna hang on. I want to see what these burns do. Yeah, I believe in SHIB. My goal is 1 billion. 1 billion SHIB. That's a good goal. Here's the thing with SHIB. If Shibarium drops, and here's one of the reasons why I'm holding SHIB, and I touched on it a little bit. If Shibarium drops and they do a 1% burn, like they were talking about, that has the potential to burn a lot of SHIB. And then you add that with the little bit of burns that they have going on in the game, and then whatever they burn in the metaverse, could actually end up doing really good for SHIB's price action. But the big one is going to be Shibarium. And the more and more that Shibarium's used, the more and more SHIB will get burned, which will raise that floor for SHIB higher than what it is right now. And I think if all that happens, SHIB has a lot of potential to continue to burn its supply off at a massive rate, which will keep continually just raise the floor, and raise the floor. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm just kind of holding. And I'm not adding to my SHIB bag at this point, but if Shibarium comes out and I can see a positive burn rate on SHIB, I probably will add to my bag. Maddie, a lot of people are in that position. They're way too far down on Terra to sell, so you gotta kind of ride it out and hope for the best. I get that. I talk to a lot of people that are in that same position. Will ever become a farm, a form of payment? SHIB already is kind of a form of payment. Big Watch, they teamed up with a lot of people that take SHIB as payment. But if you're referring to like kind of like XRP or Stellar or anything like that, I don't think so. I don't think SHIB's gonna go that far with it. I think right now SHIB is their biggest selling point right now is the burns that the other tokens around it is going to do. You have to remember that SHIB is a renounced contract, which is why they have to create a lot of these other tokens, because in order for them to pull off what they need to pull off um, in the ecosystem, they have to create these tokens because they can't. There's not a lot that they can do with SHIB because the contract is renounced. So there's very few changes that they can make to it. So, which is why you see Bone, which is why you see Leash, which is why you see a lot of these other tokens being created so that they can pull off what they need to pull off, because they really can't change a lot of the SHIB contract. I think it can for Amazon. Yeah, I think SHIB can be a payment system for Amazon, and probably really do well over there. But I think as far as it actually becoming a currency, I don't see that. I was thinking adding SHIB last night. Don't This isn't financial advice, but the jobs report's probably going to come out pretty soon. It may be out right now. And a positive job report, we were talking a little earlier, is going to drive the market down because it's going to give the Feds a little bit more runway to raise rates. And I think that we're going to get a jobs report. Jobs growth expected to have cooled in December, but not enough to slow the slow Fed rates. So this is what the market is pricing in right now. Is this right here, where you're going to see a little dip in the jobs report, but not enough of a dip, which in turn is going to give the federal government, the Feds, enough runway to continually raise rates, which ultimately is going to drive the market down. And this is why you're seeing red today, because the jobs report is going to come out, and this is what the expectation is. The jobs report's not gonna be. It's going to be a good jobs report. So when we start talking about that, like that, it's going to drive the market down because you're going to be in for more of a rate increase. So when this job report hits, expect the market to price that in. Expect the market to go down a little bit, which is why I'm not adding. I'm at my buy level for XRP, but I'm not adding any XRP right now because I'm expecting that dip today. I had a small bag of SHIB and stopped buying it on buying it 1 year ago, but maybe I'll start again. I wouldn't start adding SHIB again. And if you don't have a bag, I wouldn't take a position until you see what Shibarium. This is just what I'm doing. I'm not adding to my SHIB bag until after I see what Shibarium is going to do with the burns. Bone is the token to own in that ecosystem right now. I own a lot of Bone. Bones is the token. It's going to be the gas token. That's the one to own. Obviously, it's too high right now, in my opinion, to start a position. But if we see pullback in Bone, it's could very well could be a good buy. But before I had to leave for work, we were talking about Hex. Hex was almost under a penny. It's sitting at 2 cents. So anybody who got in when we first started talking about that big, huge, massive dip that Hex had, you could have basically doubled up. You could have doubled up. It ran last night up 16% this morning. So could have doubled up, but I didn't get in. But again, if this thing falls to a penny or below, I may open up a position just for a swing trade. I'm not telling you guys to do that, but I may open up one just for a swing trade just to ride this out because we'll see. But I'm not buying at 2 cents. I'm not buying until it gets to the low 1 cent range or possibly under 1 cent. Not buying at the 2 cent range, not based on what I've seen their price action to be lately. Looks like Kronos May is close to cracking 6 cents today. It's 5 cents, 5.9. So it's high 5 cent range. Quant sitting at that $109 range. I'm a buyer of Quant right now. Anytime it gets below 106, so we'll be watching that today to see what happens. Algorand is one of these tokens that I keep saying I'm going to add, and I probably will add maybe at like 16 cents. But I probably will add Algorand in auto and put it in a Coinbase wallet so that it auto stakes. So as long as you hold it, it stakes. So yeah, you see Hack sitting here, ran at 16% on the overnight. So if you got in, which not sure if anybody did in here, got in last week, could have doubled your money up. I did not. I should have, but I did not. We talked about it enough that I should have, but I just did not. On the hourly, we just switched to the hourly. You see, we're still bleeding out red in the crypto market, which makes sense because the stock market's about to bleed out as well. It looks like so, kind of is all rolling together for us. Keep refreshing this to see if they updated the jobs report. Looking probably about 8:30. That's going to come out. So here's an interesting news article for you guys. You guys may have heard of this, but the government seized $575 million in Robinhood stocks from Sam Bankman-Fried. So basically, they came in, they took $575 million of his Robinhood stocks, which is all of what he owns. And the Department of Justice is sitting on them stocks right now. So to see how this is going to affect the Robinhood stock today is going to be interesting. The last time I looked at the Robinhood stock, it was sitting around $8. So to see how this is going to affect that stock is going to be interesting. To seize $575 million in stock. I think he owned somewhere around 10 to 12% of Robinhood. So basically now that's in the hands of the United States government, the Department of Justice. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this stock and who actually owns it and what they actually do with it. To sell this all off in the open market could actually hurt Robinhood really bad. It's 13%. Between 12 and 13% of their whole company. Crypto bank Silvergate lays off 40% of its staff. So this is a bank that deals largely in cryptocurrency. And you'll see a trend in these articles as I go through them, where they laid off 40% of their staff. And crypto lender Genesis, cuts down in staff by 30%. So just kind of, and so you see two of the biggest lenders here cutting their staff by 30 to 40%. So this should tell you guys that this is a sign of things to come. When it comes to cryptocurrency companies and where they're actually at and how they're actually performing, and then give everybody a estimate on where the market is going, right? Because if you have cryptocurrency companies that are cutting staff between 30 and 40%, that means that they're estimating that they're going to be losing that much or have lost that much in revenue. So they're not looking. They don't think that that the market's going to turn around. Um, was also heavily involved with BlockFi. Yeah, Silver was heavily involved with BlockFi. They did take some negative hits on their balance sheet from that. Um, so, but if they thought that they could be solvent and still maintain at the level that they were currently at, if they thought the cryptocurrency market was going to stay up, they probably wouldn't have laid off 30 to 40% of their staff. The same with Genesis, who they were caught up. Genesis was caught up in the whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing too, as well. But when you look at it, a lot of these guys are laying off staff because they don't expect the cryptocurrency market to be on the rise anytime soon. And obviously, this is where they make or break their money. So just keep in mind that when these things happen, and also Coinbase is laying off, that that it's a sign of things to look out for in the market. It's just one sign of things to look out for in the market. But this Robinhood thing's gonna be pretty interesting. And if you're in the stocks, Robinhood stock, maybe something that you take a shot on as a degen if it dips way low, and hold on to it until the market turns around and it goes back up. With this news, you may be able to get it cheap. So, and also here's Celsius co-founder Alex. Alex is sued by a New York attorney, and he was sued for the New York attorney is saying that he made false statements in regards to Celsius and what they were backed by, and also what they could do. So the lawsuits are coming. Yesterday, I read an article as well where the Gemini, some Gemini holders are suing Genesis Earn and the Gemini Foundation because they shut down the staking platform and didn't pay out their rewards. But what's interesting in that lawsuit is they're actually saying that the Genesis Earn should have registered as a security and they didn't. So they're suing them. So you're starting to see these class action lawsuits come out against some of these lending platforms right now. And, expect to see more lawsuits come out against these collapsed lending platforms. It seems Ripple is one of the few companies that SBF didn't impact. SBF was never going to impact Ripple. Ripple was way too big. They're way too powerful. Their leadership is way too smart. Ripple is on a path that FTX and Sam Bankman, they were never going to dip into that atmosphere. Ripple's just way too powerful, way too smart, way too powerful. Leadership is way too good, and they were never looking at FTX or Alameda or anybody like that as a possible partner in their business model. So Ripple, I think, is safe. A lot of them ICOs are safe. They weren't going to do. They just weren't going to do what Sam was trying to do. They're on a whole nother mission. They're working with banks. They're working with banks. They're working with governments. They're working with movement of money. They're working with building blockchains to better move information. and that was just way far and above what Sam could even get into. Um, they're just way too. Their mission was way bigger than what Sam was could ever present to them. Um, so the market, man, it's definitely red, guys. It's definitely gonna bleed out today. So positions are key. Um, where we are position wise is key. And where your DCA levels are key today. And if you're gonna start new positions, know where you're gonna start them, know what price point you want to start them, and stick to them price points. Don't get caught. Don't get caught out here holding a bag. Don't get caught out here, living off of hopium in this market. Um, because you ultimately will get burned, right? So, you know, if you guys listen to me, I can always tell you where my dollar cost average levels are and where my buy levels are and where my sell levels are. You guys should all have buy and sell levels on everything that you own. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what token it is, what coin it is. Make sure that you have your buys and your sell levels set for yourself. Nobody else can count your pockets but you, and especially in this bear market. Look out for yourself, but start positions where you feel comfortable starting them, based on your research and based on your data. Don't let anybody else tell you where to start them and where to sell them. And make sure that you have them targets in mind, and then make sure you execute on them targets. Make sure that if you have a buy target for a certain number of coins in your wallet for a certain project and it hits that number, sell. Don't sit around and wait for hopium. Ken, good morning. Don't sit around and wait for hopium. Stick to your plan, stick to your guns, and make sure that you're doing what's best for you. And if you have a certain buy level for a token at a certain buy price, make sure you buy at that price, based on your research. But more importantly, if you have a sell level, make sure you're selling at the levels that you have set for yourself, and make them realistic. Don't dump all your bag all in one level. Maybe cut your levels up into 2 or 3 levels and sell a certain amount at one level and then a certain amount at another level high. And that way you're not left holding the bag. And if these tokens go down or if these coins go down, remember you can always buy back in to a project. You're not stuck. If you sell out of a project, you're not stuck, never being able to buy back in. That's the beauty of stocks. That's the beauty of cryptocurrency, is that you can buy and sell, right? So, understand that, but understand that, you need to make money. We're all here to make money. And, you don't have money until you have money, right? Until you've actually sold and have money. So know where you're going to sell at, especially in a market like this. When you get some pumps, when you get some baby pumps in a market like this and you're buying low, like you're buying low at these prices right now, and you get some baby pumps before the bull run, try to get your initial investment out of there. Try to get what you put in out, and then that way, you leave a little bit left over, and you can always go back and build on that. But if something happens and the market goes down further, at least you're not losing anything. And that's the main key right there, is not to take losses, right? So make sure you guys are doing that for yourselves. Some of these lower market cap tokens, get your money. get your money, because not all of them are gonna make it, and that's just the honest to God truth. Not all of them are gonna make it. So make sure you're doing what's best for you, and make sure you're only investing in stuff that you believe in right now. Now is not the time to be playing around with these tokens that are pump and dumps, because a lot of people are getting wrecked out here, guys. A lot of people are getting wrecked. There's not enough money in the market right now to sustain these pump and dumps. I mean, we're looking at a 8 billion, an 8 billion 12 market cap. When these pump and dumps were popular and when they were actually running, you were up into a $3 trillion market cap. So you're about you're about 2 trillion short of that. So there's just not a lot of money there to do that, to take, to really pump this market. So make sure that you're taking care of your money, make sure you're taking care of yourself, and make sure you know where this market cap is, because until this market cap comes back to at least $1.5 trillion, these quick in and outs are not going to sustain themselves. So ADG, did you buy the Tesla dip? Man, hell yeah, I bought that Tesla dip. Heck yeah, I did. I own Tesla. I bought that Tesla dip. If it dips again today, I'll buy that dip again. I'm going to buy the Tesla dip all the way down. And I also bought the Amazon dip. And I bought the Riot dip, which is Riot is a Bitcoin mining operation. That's on the stock market. So yeah, I bought that dip. It dipped down to like $3. I bought that dip. So hell yeah, I bought that Tesla dip. And when it dips again today, I am going to buy it again. Timski, how are you? I am too, but I missed it. I missed it at 105. You may see it at 105 again today. After the jobs report comes out, you may see it at 105 today. The automakers are not performing too well in this market right now, so I definitely could see it at 105 again today. What do you think about Binance? Oh, that just flipped on me. About Binance delisting SHIB. Binance delisting SHIB is one of them things where I think they talked about it. I don't think they've actually went through with it, did they, Timsky? I didn't think that they went through with it. I thought that was all rumor. I thought that was all rumor. I'll have to confirm whether they did or they didn't. Like I said, I thought that I heard that, but I thought again, then I heard that it wasn't true. So Big Watch, you've seen this thing. The Dow was in green, now it's in red. I'm telling you guys, this jobs report that's about to go down here in about 15 minutes is about to tank this market for a little while. So the S&P is still in red, and this thing's just bleeding out, guys. And it's going to continue to bleed out. So expect some negative price action on the cryptocurrency market today. Expect a downturn on the cryptocurrency market today, and be prepared for it. This is why times like this is why I always tell you guys to have money on the side ready to go, because when things like this in the market happen, um, you have to be ready. You have to be ready to buy. And if all your money is already in the market, um, you have no money to DCA in, so cash is an option. Um, I saw a I saw you I saw you I saw you today, um an article on in this morning in this morning's so so there might be I don't know. I heard real quick that SHIB was going to get delisted, and then I heard, that was all rumor and CZ was not going to delist SHIB. Are you holding any terrarium, Daniel? Ken? Absolutely not. I did. I held 2 big bags of terrarium. I exited both of my positions a couple months ago. So no, I am not holding any terrarium. Um, and I don't think I'll be buying back in. So no, I did. I was a big supporter of terrarium when it first came out. I had 2 nice size pre-sale bags. Yeah. So you're out of terrarium too, huh, Ken? No, I had two nice size pre-sale bags, and I sold out. Big watch, you're funny, man. Buyer beware. I don't see myself buying back in. I just there's too much going on with it. There's too much skepticism with it. There's too much going on. I can't get down. I can't get down with devs dumping the charts. I just that's not something that I do. Um, that article is 2 days old. Uh, Maybe bad. My bad. No, it's all right, Timsky, man. I'm glad you brought it up. Because if people were talking about it, then it was obviously was a conversation that was had. Which is kind of scary if they're talking about a possible delisting from Binance for SHIB. The fact that the conversation was even out there is scary in itself. I know, dude. I bought, I bought and sold as well, but it's 2995 currently. Yeah, Ken, there's a reason that it's 2995. The devs just dumped a whole bunch more. So Milton is Milton is a dick. Milton is a dick. Milton's out for Milton. I I I can, when it comes to terrarium, it's one of those things where if you're investing in a project, you have to believe in the dev team, and you have to believe in the direction that they're headed, and you have to believe that the project is moving forward for the best um, intentions of the holders. And here's my question for anybody who holds terrarium: what are you actually gaining by holding terrarium? Um, what do you what value does terrarium hold? Um, it doesn't really hold any value when it comes to the centralized exchange. The token really means nothing when it comes to the centralized exchange. It doesn't really mean anything when it comes to the Terra pool. So, what value does your Terrarium token actually hold? Well, it doesn't hold any value until they launch a blockchain. And if, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, if they're already milking the terrarium holders for the exchange to pay the bills for the exchange, how are they ever going to launch a blockchain and then be able to run it with the daily expenses of running a blockchain? Um, I just saw Dr. P say Shib's Shib's gas. Oops, thing jumped on me. Shib's Shib's getting its listed tomorrow. It's getting listed on Terrarium and Terra Exchange, whatever it is. Uh, hey DG, the crazy thing about about them about them dumping on us is he's bold and brash. He is bold and brash. Milton is bold and brash, but sometimes being bold and brash is good, and sometimes being bold and brash isn't good. Um, and when you're building technology on the backs of your token holders, and you're not giving your token holders anything in exchange for that, except for tanking the charts, you probably don't want to be bold and brash in that situation. Um, and here's the thing, like when it comes to Terrarium, like if they get the blockchain up and moving and it's successful, then there's a reason to own the token. At this moment, I'm not gaining a damn thing. I'm in that boat of trying to get trying to get back to break even. A lot of people are in that boat big watch, and we've seen this story play out with Saitama as well. A lot of people invested in Saitama, and a lot of people were just staying in it and hoping that they would break even. Some of them did break even, but some of them were so far down that they couldn't. Uh, if they can make um, if they can make something happen in India or Asia in general, I India is a tough market for cryptocurrency, Timsky, because 1 minute they're all about cryptocurrency, and the next minute they want to outlaw cryptocurrency. Um, and as far as the centralized exchange goes, I look at it like this, and I'm speaking about any centralized exchange at this point, right? Centralized exchanges at this point are folding up. They're insolvent. They're folding. They're losing the trust of the investors in general. Um, so what to start a centralized exchange right now, for anybody to start a centralized exchange right now, you're already starting so far behind the eight ball that it's going to be hard to gain traction. When you look at this token right here, Trust Wallet, it's up. It's up significantly since FTX collapsed. Why do you think that it's up? It's not up because Trust Wallet's doing anything different than they were doing a year ago. It's up because people are moving their money off centralized exchanges and moving it to these decentralized wallets. So what benefit are these new centralized exchanges really going to have when your customer base is shrinking? It's not growing, it's shrinking. Timsky, that was my logic logic too, but they gotta, you know, you know, big I had big plans for Terrarium. I thought Terrarium would be the next B&B, right? I really did. I thought that, you know, they had a great roadmap, they had a great plan. Um, I thought, you know, somebody coming out launching a centralized exchange, then launching a blockchain with one native token, um, sounded a lot like how B&B was started, and I had a lot of hope for that. But as things started to come out, and you know, I started to see what was going on, I just didn't see that anymore. And some people still do, and that's cool. That's okay. Like, not everybody can invest the same way. Um, but I don't I I personally don't see him pulling it off. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. And I could be wrong. Maybe they become the next B&B. I don't see it. I look back at B&B and how they built themselves out, and they didn't build themselves out by dumping on their holders. That was never part of their plan. That was never what they did. Um, so, you know, and they built themselves out through the community and not isolating the community. So, you know, I don't I don't want to sit here and talk completely bad about Terrarium. Like, I had high hopes for them. And some people still hope, and some people like me, I just don't. Um, you mean a in involved? Um, the problem. To be honest, I think that Milton is half of the issue. I think that Milton is half of the reason why I sold. I can tell you that. Milton, the way the way the community was treated, the way they addressed the community, um, was one of the big reasons why I sold out of my complete position. Wasn't the only reason, but did play a big factor. Um, because leadership in any project, you have to trust the leadership. You know, you have to trust what's going on. Um, and you listen, if you're gonna dump on the community and you're gonna dump the charts on your holders, at least give them the courtesy tags. Um, you know, out. But that's not to say I'll never buy back in. I highly doubt I'll ever buy back in. But you know, stranger things. Probably going to see a lot of pullback in the markets today if the job report is extremely good. Unfortunately, a good jobs report for the market means actually negative for the market. So the better the jobs report, um, the worse the market's going to do. Refresh this just to see if it actually came out. Um, but you can see that they are expecting some growth December, but not enough to curb. Pre-markets are all in red. This is strictly due for the market's going to start pricing in probably, and this ultimately will affect the cryptocurrency market. The S&P 500 directly affects the currency market. Cryptocurrency market, guys, overlay the two charts. They're very similar into how they perform. So the market cap is staying at 8 billion, 12, all, you know, since we've been on here. So everything in the crypto, bit more green show up on the hourly, no big movement. So expect expect the market to pull back throughout the day based on the jobs report. So, you know, be careful. If you were going to buy something, wait for the jobs report to come out, see how the market reacts, and then make a decision. Big watch. Shout out to Ice Cube on that one. No Vaseline, baby, because that's how Terrarium's giving it to you. Expect expect a little and go by what we've been talking about here forever. Um, know your DCA levels, know your buy levels, stick to them buy levels. Also know your sell levels and stick to them sell levels. And if you have sell levels set and you hit them in a baby pump in this market, go ahead and whatever your plan says for you to do it. And don't let anybody tell you your plan's right or your plan's wrong. This is your money. These are your pockets. You do what you need to do for you. Um, you guys know that I have buy and sell levels for everything that I own. Like we talk about it every morning. Like I should be buying XRP right now. So at 33 cents. So as soon as the job report comes out, I probably will be looking to buy XRP depending on what the market does, if it goes down or if it goes up. And that's all I'm waiting for is the jobs report. And I will be able to execute on some of my plans. I have a buy level of 75 cents on Polygon. So if that pulls back to 75 cents, I'll buy. I'm not going to sit around and wait too long, just waiting for the news. Solana's starting to pull back again today, guys. So if you didn't get a chance to get in around $8, you may get another chance. So, but so know where your levels are, know what you're doing, know how you're investing, know what you're investing in, and do things your way, do things smart, do things with a plan, and make sure that at the end of the day, the result is income. Green is green. And anytime you're investing in anything, if you're in the green, you're winning. So green is green, guys. Money is money, and if you're making it, you're in a good position. If you're not making it, let's have a talk and figure out how we can get you to make some. So that's what it is at the end of the day, guys. But big watch. We gonna watch that Tesla stock today. If that thing falls below 105, I expect you to get in. For me, it's got to fall a little bit lower than that for me to get in, just because of where my position is. But I will be watching Tesla today. I did buy the dip the other day. I will, if it dips low today, I will be buying that dip as well. And I also will be looking at Amazon for that dip, and a couple other stocks. If you guys aren't invested in Riot, I am on the stock market. It's a blockchain mining company for Bitcoin. It dipped down to $3. I bought that dip as well. It runs when Bitcoin runs. If Bitcoin's up, that stock's up. So it kind of coincides with my crypto. Make sure you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you keep your portfolios diversified. Just wanted to tell you guys see the logo up there in the corner, MetaMonkey AI. So just kind of promoting MetaMonkey AI today. If you don't know about MetaMonkey AI, go check them out. They just signed a partnership with G Media, Goxstein Media, who decided to partner with MetaMonkey AI. That's a big deal. It's a huge deal for MetaMonkey AI. Goxstein Media does not take on a lot of cryptocurrencies. They do a very thorough check to make sure that be around for a while. And they went through that with MetaMonkey AI and decided to take them on as a partner. So that's big props to them for passing that, because it's not easy, because Goxstein Media is who they partner with. So big ups to them for that, guys. But I wanted to show you guys that in the corner, that's why that's there, because we're going to talk a little bit about them, here and there. So, MetaMonkey AI, that's a project that I'm invested in and I believe in. So if you're not in it, go check it out. If you are in it, good for you, and appreciate it. And with that, guys, I gotta go. I'm already late for my meeting. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys this morning. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. And you guys have a great morning. All right. And I will see you guys around in the chats today, as I usually do. And we'll chop it up in the chats. And have a great morning, guys. With that, I'm out.